Melanie. I know I fucked up what you think of me. Why should I care what you think of me? Why do you care who you see with me? Not together, why you mad at me? If I was Adam, would you be my Eve?
Welcome to K Royalty. It's your girl K. I'm just coming back. I have another story time from a question that was previously asked in my Q&A. Have I ever dated a coworker? So first, let's get into like that button, like that like button. Hit the subscribe button, share. You know, press that notification bell so you can see me every time I have posts. Okay. Yeah, I dated a coworker. I dated a coworker and I would never do it again. Yeah, I would never do it again. When I say I would never do it again, I met this person back in 2015, December 2015. Um, it was like I was just getting out of a relationship back in in 2015. I was just getting out of a relationship, but the person knew that. The person knew that. Let's disclose that. The person knew that. But when a person started working at my job or whatever, I'm sorry if I'm looking up because I'm looking at something else. But the person was at my job. I was working at Burger King back in 2015. Woo! Those Burger King days. I was working at Burger King 2015. It was a newbie. I used to call him newbie. And not paying him no attention, but paying him attention. So one day we had the same shift. It was the same closing night shift or whatever. And I had to go meet up at my family house, go to my family house or whatever. So I'm walking towards the bus stop. And next thing you know, he come running. I left the job early because I'm done with my closing duties or whatever. And next thing you know, he coming running out the job behind me while I'm going to the bus stop. And I'm not even trying to pay attention to it. He was like, crazy part about it, he was like, you got a Facebook? I'm like, Facebook? You ain't got no number? Type it. He was like, nah, I ain't got my phone on. My phone ain't on. I'm trying to wait till I get paid or whatever. And I just need your Facebook. I'm like, all right, put your stuff in there. I let him, we exchange and stuff. And he inboxed me when I got home. I looked at it. He inboxed me. And he was like, he said, I wish I had my phone. The messages, because that was all the way too far. But he was like, don't cut me if I'm wrong, but he was like, um, I see you. I've been watching you at work or some shit like that. I like you, and I'm like, well, you don't even know me to like me, you know. He's like, you seem cool or whatever, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then I think one thing led to another. We just started hanging out, texting more, talking more, and whatever. But it was going good or whatever. We met in December 2015. We made it official in January of 2016. So it was, I'm like, you cool or whatever, but we wound up being in a relationship that wasn't that long, because, you know, and then I straight to the fact, like, it didn't go too well. we was good for a minute, but like his mama didn't like me. That was the main part. And he was a mama boy. And we didn't, his mama didn't like me. She kept making excuses for him how he haven't been in a relationship for almost 8 years. Until like almost 8 years, he haven't been in a relationship since then. He too. It was just a whole lot of excuses that I didn't agree with. And I'm like, he's a grown man. Let him live and learn. Let him do his mistakes or whatever. So one day, we working together. So I see him at work all the time. I see him after work all the time. Like it's on a consistent daily basis. You know what I'm saying? So he wound up, cheating with a coworker that we work with. I can't never forget this day. So I called his phone. His phone was going to voicemail. Like constantly going on voicemail, constantly going voicemail. So I'm like, nigga, you usually pick up my phone. Like you usually pick up the phone. You usually do with no hesitation. So why you not picking up my phone call? So I called him that morning. He answered. The next morning, I called him the next morning. He answered. I ain't had heard from him the whole day. So my intuition already came up. It's like, nigga, he's cheating with somebody. But I already knew he was gonna cheat with that person because he always used to talk about that person like, I would never date her. She too this, she too that, she too. I'm like, in the back of my mind, I'm still had that person in my mind because I already know that's who he'll date over. And then so I guess or whatever, she must have DM him and asked him, do he want to smoke? I'm like, you go get your dick wet or whatever just to smoke a blunt with somebody. That's why I don't have a hesitation to date anybody that smoke weed. Cause what you gonna do? Cheat for a female that's gonna smoke weed with you? You gonna share a blunt with somebody? You feel me? And so it was just too awkward for me. Like, so I went over his house. I popped up at his house. I remember this day. I popped up at this house, rang that doorbell, woke his mama up, woke him up, walked right in his room, woke him up, asked him questions or whatever. And I didn't even really go in there asking really questions. I went in there, to see like, is it me or is it you? But he wound up coming clean because I can't go into depth what I was trying to do, but you get what I'm saying. He set up. He was like, "I gotta tell you something," and I'm like, "What?" Like, I want to confess something. I said, "What?" He said, "I cheated." I said, "I know." He said, he said, how? I said, I know. He said, I was like, well, who? He said, well, blase, blase. I said, I know. He was like, ooh, I'm sorry. I'm like, nah, I'm good. So I walk out of his house. His mama come following me out the door. Walk all the way to the Green Line with me. If anybody know what a Green Line is in Chicago, walk all the way to the Green Line with me and whatever. And she was like, I told you he not ready to be in a real relationship because he ain't been in a relationship in so long. He don't know what a real relationship feel like or how to work the real. I feel like you guys need to take a break and stop talking to each other. All that, like, you encouraged me to break up with your son, right? Okay, whatever. That made me even not want to break up with him at all because the situation of what she was saying. So I just stopped talking to him for a minute, He steady blowing on my phone. I'm sorry. Can we talk about it? Ooh, ooh. And I'm like, whatever. So we was split up for like a month. We got back together. And that didn't last long. Because he was cheating with a girl with my name. And the crazy part about it, the girl was younger than me, and you cheating, talking to a texting girl that's the same name as me and same height as me. It was just so weird. So didn't work, We didn't work out. We wound up living together, but we didn't work out. That was a no. That was a no. Like we didn't. It was just like no. Like that whole situation was a a no for me, and I would never put myself through that again. Like dating somebody I work with, no, I'm not no at all, at all, like at all. No, thank you at all. But thank you for tuning into this story time and this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that post notification bell so the next time you want to see K Royalty. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.
Dog, big drip in the build, they don't know y'all. Big drip in the party, don't know y'all. You think that it's something that will never be. I will not change to the death of me. Feeling like jerks, not to the streets. Feeling like jerks, not to the